Hey guys, Dave the On Station here. Sorry about the delay in videos and stuff. Like I said, I had a move coming up. I got a job, or I'm starting a new job. So apologize for the couple week break that I had. But today we are out at the range and I am going to be practicing shooting with the gas mask on. Now, I'm not going to go so much into if you need one or not and what kind of NBC threats that this can handle and what it can't. It's just going to be more of a how to stage the mask and then practicing tilting your weapon system to the left so you can get a good sight picture with your sight on there. Just due to the way that the mask is designed, you're not going to be able to get a good cheek weld, so you can correct that by holding your rifle or pistol, in this case, kind of canted about 45 degrees so that dot lines up with your target. There are a few things to consider. Your height over bore compensation is going to change. With the rifle canted to the left, you're going to shoot kind of at the 4 or 5 o'clock position on the target when you're taking into height over bore for your round impact.
All right, so this is kind of a military grade gas mask. It comes with a waist strap as well as an inner thigh strap in the actual pouch. But what you want to do the first time or when you're starting to put this on is to set it up. So this is the mask itself. It's got the filter on my non-dominant side. It's open on the right side so I can shoulder my weapon a little bit easier. I've got the smoked out lenses in there. I would recommend having the clear lenses just because changing lighting conditions can change. But for this video, I just put the smoke lenses on there. On the back, I've got the outer seal and the inner mask in there. This all works as it should. What you want to do is take the head strap like this and kind of put it over the front, get the tops sized for your head correctly, and then leave the bottom left and right straps a little bit loose so you can cinch those down once you have it on. Next thing you want to do is you want to put it kind of face down in your pouch. That way when you go to grab it, it's a little bit easier to put up to your face and create that seal.
Gas, gas, gas.
These are where my rounds were hitting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice little group, but it's on the kind of lower right side, and we'll talk about that in just a second.
Alright, so in that clip, when you're shooting with the mask on, you can't quite get a good cheek weld on your weapon system, so sometimes you have to cant the rifle up about 45 degrees so that red dot lines up with your eye. When you're doing that though, height over bore starts to come into play, as well as your trigger control. Wearing a gas mask affects makes it a little bit resistance when you're trying to breathe, so you got to take all this into consideration. As you can see, my rounds were impacting a little bit to the right of the target on the right side. That's just because my weapon was cocked to the left, and height over bore is dropping those down a little bit.
So this is the first issue I've had with the suppressor wrap. Like I said, primarily this suppressor wrap was designed for kind of bolt action guns and stuff, and I just wanted to see how it would stand up on a kind of semi-auto AR platform. But what you can see happened here was I melted some of the shock cord onto, and it cut in half after it started to melt. So I don't think that's a catastrophic failure. I think that's just kind of me exceeding the kind of qualifications or exceeding the recommended use for rounds in a particular amount of time. So I don't think the suppressors really hurt or has any issues. I don't think the wrap has any issues. I think it's just the shock cord wasn't up to kind of temperatures. Alright, we are back from the range. Hopefully you guys got a little bit of a look as to how shooting with the gas mask on changes. Definitely if you're doing something like that or training with a mask on, remember that your height over bore, or that the direction that the bullet is going to change, or the impact is going to change, is going to be correlated to the angle at what your weapon system is at. So past that, a lot of different respirators, or especially kind of military style gas masks, they do offer a little bit of resistance when you're trying to breathe. So doing anything a little bit more strenuous, such as running or kind of moving around and stuff, you're going to start breathing harder and harder because you have to work the air through that filter. So that's something to keep in mind. But if you thought this video was cool, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time.